Hi everyone, thank you for joining me on today's edition of Glen's Retro Show. Well, I was at Walmart recently and I was able to pick up another small little console from MyArcade Ms.Pac-Man. Well, usually MyArcades here are, on these small ones anyway, NES on a chip versions of the games. I mean, some are okay. I mean, for about I think it's about $24. Can't expect too much, but most of them have been pretty fun. So let's take a look at this version of Ms. Pac-Man from MyArcade. Okay, so MyArcade does do a pretty nice job with their box art. Here is obviously Ms. Pac-Man, a micro player, and you know, the graphics are very nice. It's catchy. It'll definitely get your attention. You can see the big open window, so you can see what the console looks like inside. They again do a nice job. Their signature, you know, removable joystick in there. I actually do prefer playing it with that joystick over the keypad, so I don't even know why they bothered putting the keypad in there, but it's an option for you if you like that. They do have some game history here, but it doesn't really give too much information. It's really just a standard, you know, small, inexpensive box with very basic information on some of its key features here. I mentioned the removable joystick, full color screen. It's got sound. Now, what is nice about these, they do take 3 AA batteries, but it does have a micro USB header on there. It's not rechargeable, but you can use a you know, micro USB cell phone charger to play the machine if you don't have any batteries available. And again, you can see the other side here. Again, they do a very nice job with the box art, but we're not here to really talk about the box too much. But you can really see very well inside the window here what the machine looks like inside. But that's what we want to get to. So let's open this box up and actually get the machine out and take a look at it. Okay, so once we take this thing out of the box here, let's get this thing open. A couple things that they include right on the top. They do have 2 things here. They have the manual, which is, I've complained about before. It's really thick. I mean, you're like, wow, it's going to have a lot of information here about the machine and maybe Ms. Pac-Man. It's really multiple languages. It's only like 1 or 2 pages of each language here, giving you a basic rundown of the machine. You can see there is a micro USB port here, 3 AA batteries that go here, the speaker. They do have a headphone jack, which is kind of nice. Volume up and down. Again, your start and reset buttons here, your joystick or your joypad. Now, one thing that always got me about this is the coin slots here. This is how you turn it on and off by pressing it, and it does light up. But I would rather they've taken the 2 LEDs from here and made the marquee light up. Again, that's just a personal preference, but I think that would go a long way to make these things even better. The coin door lighting up is okay, but I'd rather have seen the marquee light up. But as you can see in here, it just really starts going into all these other languages. So the manual itself is kind of worthless in my opinion. But what is nice now that they include, they have so many now. They actually have a little booklet here for all the different machines they do have. So they have Burger Time, Bad Dudes. Let's open this thing up here. You know, it's a nice piece of paper stock here. So you can see some of the machines they have. I have the Burger Time, the Bad Dudes, the Karate Champ, Caveman Ninja, and Heavy Barrel. And I'll say the Burger Time is actually pretty good. The Bad Dudes is okay. The Karate Champ with 1 joystick is just not very good as an NES port. The Caveman Ninja, again, is not that great, but for an NES port, it's not bad. Heavy Barrel is kind of okay. And then the other machines they have, the Pac-Man, again, it's an NES port of Pac-Man, so it's okay. The Dig Dug is actually pretty good. I really enjoyed the Dig Dug. The Galaga, you might want to watch my episode on that one. I'm not going to say anything more on that, but they do have it. We have the Ms. Pac-Man, which we're reviewing right now. They have Mappy, and I think out of all of them, Mappy's probably my favorite. The NES port was very well done. I really enjoy it. Galaxian is okay. Rolling Thunder I don't have yet. I'm not sure if it's available yet. And a coming soon, a mysterious one that we don't know about. Go collect them all. And on the back they have actually a couple more. Bubble Bobble and Elevator Action I haven't seen yet, and another coming soon. So they are going pretty, you know, well forward on these here. And let's now get the machine out and take a look at the actual console itself. So they do package it very well. There's a piece of plastic here which keeps it from moving, and then of course we'll get the console out here and get this out of the way. And you can see right here once again that they have a little overlay here, but the machine looks nice. I mean, it's still good plastic. It's not cheap feeling. I mean, it feels pretty solid. Again, the joystick here is removable. You can just turn it, take it out. See if we get it going here. It's actually pretty tight. There we go. A couple of turns. and then it's just like a regular direction pad. Now if you're playing it like this, I guess it's okay. I actually do prefer playing it with the little joystick attachment on here, so let's turn that back in. Now the controls are generally usually on the mushy side, not very crisp, but they get the job done. There's a reset button, select button over there, and again we take a look at the console. You know, they do a very nice job with the artwork here. It's a nice label here. The decal is very nice. And again, we have in the back here, we can just pop this off, which is kind of nice though. When you pop this off, it's actually wrong. I'm sorry, it's 4, not 3. It's 4 AA batteries. But what's kind of nice is they have the spot here for that screw, and I hate that screw. So it looks like they have it there in case they have to do it for, you know, child code or whatever. But there's no screw hole there. The micro USB jack is right there. And again, the label's put on very well. There's no bubbling in it, which is nice. I haven't really seen too many problems, aside from actually the Galaga, that the label is not on very well. And same here with here. The artwork looks really good. But again, this is going to light up down here when we turn it on. I would rather this light up here, my personal preference. So we have this little sticker here showing the game, and it definitely looks like an NES version of the game. So let's see if we can get this peeled off here. I always have a hard time getting this thing started. They put it on like Fort Knox. Here we go, not too bad. And the screens themselves are usually pretty good. They usually have a good amount of you know, color saturation on it. So I'm going to get some batteries, or maybe I'll plug it into USB. I'm not quite sure yet. If I can't find batteries, that's what I'm going to do. So give me one moment to get some batteries put in. Okay, I have the batteries installed in here, so let's turn it on. Again, we just press right here. You can see this does light up down here, and the game comes right up. And it is absolutely a NES port of the game. And well, let's just try it out, see how it is. We'll do a far away shot first and a close-up shot. But again, the look of the machine is very nice. I have to give it to him for that. I'm going to make sure the volume is up as high as it can go, so I'm going to just, let's see which is the positive here. I believe this is going to be the up volume. I guess we'll find out in a second. I'm going to start the game. The screen once again is very nice. There's no dead pixels, which is very nice. But again, it's not going to be the arcade ROM, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Ms. Pac-Man is usually a very fun game. It runs a little bit on the slow side, I guess, to the arcade, but that's not too bad once again. The sound is good. There's no scratchiness to it. And the joystick, again, they're kind of on the mushy side, but it works. And if you press the start button, you can actually pause the game. And I'm going to do that so I can get a closer shot of the screen for you guys. Okay, so we have a little bit of a closer shot of the screen. Let's get the game going again. So you can see when there's too many things happening on the screen, you lose some of the sound effects. You can't hear the dots being eaten. Uh-oh. So if you're looking for an arcade version of Ms. Pac-Man, I know MyArcade is working on a Namco edition that actually will have arcade ROMs on it. But that's going to be probably around $100, I would think. But again, for a small little collectible, it's really not too shabby. I mean, Ms. Pac-Man's a fun game. And it's a pretty close rendition. I mean, the NES did a fairly good job here. Again, the joystick doesn't feel too bad. It's on the mushy side, but it seems to work. And it does have the intermissions. Ooh, but the sound was really bad in it. And you can see it does change mazes. So let's get my final thoughts on what I think about the MyArcade Ms.Pac-Man. So what's my final thoughts of the MyArcade Ms.Pac-Man? Well, you have to take it for what it is. It's not the arcade ROM. It's an NES ROM, basically on a chip. It plays okay. It does play a little bit on the slow side from the arcade would play. The joystick, again, is a little mushy, but it did work. Any direction I put it in, it did go. And you do have the option of using just the pad and not the joystick. You also can run it on 4 AA batteries or use the USB port here to use an external battery pack or a external charger. The screen itself is very, very crisp. I have to say that about all of them. The screens have all been very, very good. The sound, again, can get loud enough. You can use headphones if you want to. But the sound effects are definitely NES era, so it's not going to be perfect. But if you are a Ms.Pac-Man Pac-Man fan, and you get this for around 20 bucks, I got this I think for 24 and change at Walmart. That's still a nice little thing to put on your shelf, and if you have a collection of them, which of course I do, you have to add it to the collection. So it's really not too bad. So if you do see it around 20 bucks, and you do like the game, it'll be okay. Is it the arcade game? No. But again, I know MyArcade is working on a Namco version that has a bunch of their arcade games on it, like they did with Data East a little over a year ago. I thought that would have been out already, but apparently it's not. So that's really it for today's episode. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And I thank you guys for watching. Remember, game on!